Okay, some things about my build here. Now, if I don't want anyone to see in, all I do is just keep up the window covers in the front. I keep those on because those windows are not as heavily tinted. The back windows are heavily tinted, so you can't see in here unless I turn on my bright lights, okay? If I turn on my bright lights, then you can see in here to some degree. So as you see, I have it, very comfortable. I've got decorations up. I have even my little Buddha here. I have curtains. I even put some things on my sunroof here. The sunroof is great if I'm getting dressed and things, and you're changing your pants and stuff. I just open the sunroof and stand up. Easy breezy, okay? The toilet is easy to take care of, and it makes, there's the toilet here. So you just open this up in the morning and you take the bag. Now I buy these special bags. They're nice. They're very heavy. I don't use bags that you get at the grocery store, okay? I use ones that are meant for usually, a bedside toilet that you have those. So it's a heavier bag. So you just open this up. You take your bag, you roll it down, and you tie it. I tie it 2 times. Then I put it in with my trash. My trash up here is my trash at the moment. I keep it up there, and that gives me more floor room to sit. But you just put it in there with your trash, and then you close up that bag, that trash bag, and you can throw it in any, if you're getting gas or whatever, it'll fit in one of those little garbage disposals, okay? So that, every morning, I just set that. I'm getting ready to do that in a few minutes. And that's it. Very easy to take care of, okay? So, yeah, and like I said here, I have it, this is on. I've got the climate control on now. So I have it set at a good temperature in here. I think it's about 76 or 77 I have it set at now. And it doesn't use that much gas. It only comes on when your big hybrid battery is getting low. Then the engine will turn on for a couple minutes, recharge that battery, and then it turns off again. So you can be really comfortable. You don't have to have a bunch of heavy blankets and stuff. I have 2 blankets in here, and they roll up and they fit back in that little corner over there. So really easy. My cooking is I have a saucepan, and then I have that egg bite maker, which is, I can cook actually meat in there. It's like a little grill, okay? So with those 2 items, I can cook anything. They are low voltage. They're both, 500 watt or less? Yeah. And so I have in the Prius, your starter battery is in the back, okay? So it's very easy to hook up an inverter to your starter battery and be able to cook in here. So can you imagine having to cook out there today with that wind? And no, I refuse. I refuse to live like that. You know, I don't know how they do that. You know, you get rain, you get snow, you get dirt, you get bugs, and you want to be cooking outside. Yeah, no, not in my world. And so everything fits in this little cabinet I have here. This little cabinet has my cooking supplies in it. Okay, it's got I've got quite a few different monk fruit things if I want to flavor my coffee. I've got my cooking things. I've got some condiments that don't have to be put in the ice box. So I have those things. So I have quite a bit of things in there. The storage, I actually could fit my little blender in there as well as my collagen thing that I put in my drinks in the mornings now. So that fits in there as well. And then along the side area, I've got space behind that because the wheel well. So that makes a good storage area to put like extra toilet paper, your paper rolls, all of that kind of stuff. My pillow goes there, and my bedding gets folded up so the puppies sit up here and can look out when we're driving. They really like it. And then in the evening, it's easy just to pull that out and have room. Now, if I want to lounge, I just pull my bedding up and sit it on by the window here, and it makes a nice backrest. Okay, so I can put both of them. If I want extra cushioning, I use the lower one and lay it flat out and just use this as a backrest, and I have a natural lounger. Okay, so it all works. Now, if I'm somewhere out and I don't want people seeing through the front window so much, I do have those little lightweight curtains that I can pull across real quick. Okay, and so if I don't want to put up the window coverings and all of that. So yeah, it's really easy. When I had this made, it has that drop, so I had a little platform built, and it's only, I think it's like 22 inches, the platform. Now, because I wanted to leave room up here to put a toilet, to put the 3 cabinets here, and then leave space again that I can sit like a chair. So most people make it all the way from the back end, a platform all the way up to the front, and then you've got no headroom. You can't sit up. I don't get that. It doesn't work for me. I like to have room to sit, to lounge. So that's why I did it the way I did it. And then also I had pull-out drawers built on both sides of this, and that's my storage for my clothing. Okay, as well as the storage area. I have my refrigerator. I found this one, this Magigo, something like that, and it will sit in the front seat. Whereas so many of them, they're too big to sit in the front seat. This one does sit in the front seat, and then it still gives me room in front of the passenger seat for all that storage there. The foot area, so I have actually quite a bit of storage there. Here goes Mr. Mickey up on here. Yeah, so it really works out well for driving. You could live in here without a problem and just enjoy. So I'm more of a fast traveler than a slow. I know a lot of people get someplace and then they want to stay for a couple of weeks. I don't. I stay one day. You know, I get there, and then usually I'm on the road again. Mr. Mickey, Mr. Mickey. I'm on the road again because I'm just one that likes to travel. Loving. Happy snort of happiness. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, I'm enjoying my time. And yeah, we're getting ready. I'm gonna open the toilet and get that set up new for the day, which takes a couple of seconds. Again, it's so easy breezy to use this. And I guess one thing that makes it a little easier for me, because I have the ostomy, okay? So I'm only using this for urine. And with the ostomy, you know, I change my bag in the morning, and I just take it off and then close it. It's, you know, when you put it on the body, it's got an adhesive. You just close that over. I stick it in a puppy bag, feces bag. Again, tie that up and throw it in the trash. And so again, it makes it simple for everything to be disposed of. So in one way, the ostomy is in one way is sort of a blessing, because it's one less thing I have to, you know, think about taking care of, to find a bathroom or worrying about any kind of a smell or something like that. If I'm not going to throw it away real quickly, if I don't take it off in the middle of the night or something and it's going to sit there for a while, then I'll double bag it. Okay, double bag it, and many times I'll take the poo-pourri and just spray it in the bag as well. Double bag it, and then again, you don't have any smell, you know. So there are ways around all of that type of thing. It just takes figuring out how that's going to work. Again, another thing I like with having the sunroof, I can open this up and get a little breeze in here if I want, which is nice as well. I like in the morning usually to open this up. And yeah, so that's how I have my little setup. I have my fake plant I have in here, which I like having a little greenery, which is kind of fun as well. And like I said, I just take off, and I don't have a plan to where I'm going. I just see what direction do I want to go, west, east, north, south, and I'll see a road that's going that direction, and that's it. I hop on that road and I go and find out where it leads, which is always fun, because I had no idea about this lake. I just decided I was going to go up north, and so I took 54 north. Never been on that road, little kind of a smaller road instead of the big freeway system, and found out there's this lake. And I'll probably go down 54, and there's another lake, I think it's Rosa or something, I've never been to, so I might just head that way today. Maybe I'll go over and check that out, or maybe I won't. I'll see how I feel when I get there. Okay, so again, I go. If I want to go, I go, and I don't have a plan in place. I'm not a planner. I'm a traveler, not a planner. And so, yeah. But I'm really happy with the setup that I have. Now, it took me a while to figure out this setup. It took a while to figure out the bedding system and that. And then, you know, I have a rug in here. I put a rug in here, which I like having this rug, and underneath of it I have one of those mats that you stand on so it is comfortable. Okay, so I have some padding there. Yeah, so I have plenty enough storage, and it's a very workable system for my setup, for my traveling style in my Prius. Okay, but again, one of the number one things was to be able to cook inside. Okay, and not have to having an open flame, not wanting to put a big platform in where you can't sit up, and no, I've got to have my sitting space. I have to have a way to lounge. I have to, it has to really have a workable environment in here. Now, the other car that I really like, I like the Honda Elements, but they don't have climate control. Now, if it had climate control, it would be the perfect vehicle. So I really do like those. They're very cool, but I've got to have the climate control. Okay, got to have it because I want to be able to set the temperature. If it's roasting outside, I want to be able to have it cool in here. I don't want to have to carry a bunch of heavy blankets, in the winter. So that was a non-negotiable thing. And I wish they still made the Prius Vs. You could still get them, but they're not importing them anymore into this country. But I think it's for a single person, it's a perfect way to travel. Like I said, I had a van. I've had a couple of vans. I had a Road Trek, which is great, but they use a lot of fuel compared to what I get here. So it wasn't workable for me because I like to travel too much. Now, if you're just going and you're going to spend someplace a couple weeks at a time, then it's a great system to have. Okay, but for my traveling style, for my living car lifestyle, this is a much better system for me. I'm much happier with this than with the Road Trek. Okay, now the Road Trek was lovely. I really did enjoy my time that I had with it. But like I said, I really like to do a lot of miles, and just the gas issue with a van is, and then parking many times with a van is more difficult. Okay. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.